YouTube's Cat Litter presents The March to YouTube Domination! Dateline Hollywood. A plucky red-haired beauty hatches her plan to conquer the internet by gaining 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. But she can't do it alone. Only you can help her in her quest to achieve YouTube greatness by liking, subscribing, and most importantly, sharing her videos. Remember, it's up to you to fight the evils of YouTube suppression and the evil corporations who want to keep you down by clicking the like button as we march our way to YouTube domination.
I got news for you. We don't actually need critics to know a movie like Thunder Force is bad. Oh, myself included. That's why I kind of did a non-review, just a reaction, just a warning, precaution. Hey, don't watch that. Just don't watch it. If you haven't seen it, don't. We'll just laugh at it from a distance. I am Mecha Random 42, the one, the only, the original, your favorite YouTube consumer advocate, Harpy. That's kind of where I come in. I don't like to just review stuff. I don't like to just, because then I have to pay attention to what's bad about it and give you all these specific details instead of just allowing my natural self-defense mechanisms to kick in and just knock me out so I don't have to watch the thing, you know, because rest is more important than a bad movie, I think, in some cases. And this is why I say we don't really need critics to tell us if a movie is good or not. I think 9 times out of 10, you're only watching people on YouTube just to get the jokes and the laughs and the lulls and the riffings and to watch somebody rip a bad movie a new one because we know it's bad. We know it's bad. So I see an article like this where Thunder Force is dividing the internet. No, it's really not. It's not. You've got a lot of people who are trying to say something less harsh about it because, let's face it, I know a lot of people work on these films. There's a lot more people, and I'm sure they're nice people. I'm sure Melissa McCarthy's lovely on the inside and out, or whatever we want to say about her. I'm not even joking. I'm sure these people are wonderful people who make a lot of these films. For the most part, there's some trash in Hollywood just like everywhere else. And I do generalize quite a bit. And I'm not trying to be soft on this movie. This movie is garbage. They eat raw chicken for hours. Hours. I forgot that when I talked about it. But like I said, I'm not somebody who really even wants to pay attention to the really, really bad ones sometimes. Because when they're not even fun to riff and make fun of, and to add lines and to talk at, what else can you say? What else can you say? I kind of want to bring back this segment I was kicking around a few months ago. How long does Mecha actually stay awake during a movie? I was originally going to use this during the whole Dune thing, if that was going to come out a little sooner. Something I've been kicking around for a while. Would you want a segment like that? How long? Like, at what point does Mecha fall asleep? Does her natural, precautions and her natural defense mechanisms kick in and just render her unconscious? Because in this movie, it was, somewhere towards the middle or the end, I guess. I did see the tail end of it. No, it's not dividing the internet. Some say it's enjoyable and heartwarming. Others were not as kind. Now, this is the Glamour magazine. Yeah, it's not a funny movie. It's really not. It's boring. It's full of a lot of cringe jokes. A few straight up think the movie isn't funny, which is subjective. No, not really. One viewer harshly called it painfully unfunny and cringeworthy. Another critic tweeted, he'd rather eat raw chicken than recommend it to anyone. Oof. Oh, if you want to see Melissa McCarthy eating a raw chicken, it'd be because of her whatever DNA stuff. It's delicious. Don't look at me. I'm not an animal. All right. Nobody would. Normal people would just be, well, we understand that you... Why am I defending this movie? I don't want to defend this movie or correct it. It's not a defense. It's a correction. Why do I say we don't need critics? I had somebody comment when I did a trailer reaction to this saying, how do you know you won't like it if you haven't watched the movie? Because I'm an adult human being who's seen movies before and can tell what type of humor they like based on what you're presenting me in the trailer. The trailer humor wasn't good. It just wasn't good or interesting or funny. And usually they give you the best bits. They'll give you, it's like when McDonald's takes, hires one of those food photographers, a food stylist, to make their burgers look way better than they actually are, and then you get them and they're squished and it's like flat. It is so they take like the best bits, they take it in the best light. It's like when you see me, I'm I've got my hair brushed and made up, and I'm trying to give you guys a little jiggle, trying to give you guys a little something. You're not seeing me at like eye level where you see my double chin, and because I know which camera angle works best, and that's what they do with trailers. They give you the best angles and the best everything with the best jokes. And if your best isn't good enough, as a grown adult, I know, we know, movies aren't mandatory. So all this gaslighting these studios do, telling you have to see the movie for, you see all these people comment and respond, and some people are real and actually think that. Some people actually legit think you have to see a movie to know if it's going to be good or not. We don't even need Rotten Tomatoes. Oh my God! To tell us anything about Thunder. Are we surprised? Are we surprised it's sitting there at a 25 and a 24? See, let's look. There's more for the audience ratings here. Is this... Sometimes they'll give you even a lower score when you get all audience. Thunder Force. The movie I watched with my wife while searching for a new home on Zillow. Not really sure what happened. Maybe paid attention to half of the movie. Wasn't awesome. Here's the thing, in the theater, if ever watching something in the theater, you can't get up, really, or you shouldn't. You can, but you probably shouldn't, because people, don't want to disturb other people around you. At home, it's just so much easier to sneak over to my other monitor, where I have something more interesting going on, like a Twitter fight, or something. I'll say it slowly for the movie makers. Stop trying to inject identity politics in entertainment, for fuck's sake. And horrible movie by Melissa McCarthy. No thanks. All the good movies on Netflix are foreign movies. Hilarious movie. Can't believe people think otherwise. We'll watch again. Hey, I'm glad you like it, Michelle. I'm really happy. If you are upset that other people don't like it, though, that is not your business. You really need to live and let other people not like it. Because sometimes movies are made just to rag on, just to complain about. I came close to canceling my Netflix account after watching another poor blockbuster. I loved Melissa McCarthy in her earlier films. However, the last two were major disappointments. My advice: find well-written scripts suitable for your one-dimensional comedic persona or grow as an actress. A new director wouldn't hurt either. My advice for Netflix: invest in smaller budget movies that deliver a good story, action, entertainment, or provide artistic or educational value. These awful movies Netflix hopes to attract new subs detract from the catalog and are coming to a point I can live without the service. See, that's a really great. That is a great review right there. That is exactly what your average customer for Netflix or any of the movies is thinking, right? These movies, and this is somebody who likes her earlier. Now, I'm not a big Melissa McCarthy fan. I can kind of take her or leave her. I didn't like Bridesmaids, and I know she was in that, but she was kind of like the funny person in it. So the Melissa McCarthy shtick, if you actually watch her stuff, she can act. I would love to see her do more dramatic things because she's a decent enough actress. It's the cringe, not funny, goes on way too long comedy stuff. Her Urkel impression that went on for about 45 minutes, it felt like. There's a time and a place. You just gotta cut these down a little bit. Just cut them down. I made it about an hour and a half and thought to myself, I'd rather be mowing the lawn or cleaning the grease trap. I just couldn't do it. Yes. When I would rather get up and wipe off my counters or clean out the hood on the stove or do anything. Because that's really what entertainment is now. It's like, you know what? I can get more accomplished if I just went and vacuumed. Because then at least I have a sense of accomplishment. And the fact that these studios still insist that, oh, well, you have to see a movie to know. No. We're adults. We can tell by the trailer. If you didn't like the trailer, you won't like the movie. The fact that we're saying, oh, I should probably look at some of the critics' scores. We didn't really look at the critics. Top critics, Thunder Force might help illustrate why there are so few pure superhero comedy movies. It's as if being a superhero is hard, but being funny is much harder. Well, being funny now is hard when you can't really do any humor that's the thing. They went with the raw chicken joke because they said, oh, well, who's going to be offended if she eats raw chicken? Nobody actually eats raw chicken. Nobody's going to be offended by it. They're going to be grossed out by it, and that's why it's in the movie. And that goes the same for about 90% of these other comedies out there. Comedy is such a hard thing to do without getting in your head. This self-censoring. Oh, I can't say this. Somebody's going to be upset. I can't say that. Somebody's going to be upset. I'm anti-cancel culture, and I get it too. People are often very much triggered and upset by things I say. But then again, I have no filter, and I just rant and rail on things like a Looney Tunes person. But that's okay, because I'm comfortable with it, and I'm not out there trying to prove I'm wokier than thou or better than anybody, because I know I'm not. I know I have bad pics of me out there that don't look flattering. And what are you going to do? Tell me that I don't look good from a certain... I know that. I'm aware. That's why I choose this one. And that's why these movie studios choose what they put in the trailers, to try and convince you guys that the movies are going to be better than they are by showcasing the only part of the diamond that shines. And these aren't even diamonds. I don't know why I'm going with that metaphor. As sloppy and disappointing as the label a Ben Falcone film previously suggested. Yeah, Melissa McCarthy and Octavia Spencer have sparkling on-screen presence, but can't thrive under Ben Falcone's utter lack of vision. And that's what this movie really, really was. It had some heart moments from what I remember seeing. But no, with a movie like this, I think we could probably usually tell what the Rotten Tomatoes scores are going to be just from the trailer. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. I am Mecha Random 42, and I will see you guys on the next video, live stream, or wherever. Bye. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye!